All right, it'll be the Cardinals' ball, out of bounds. Start the second period. Eagles up by 1. Well played, well officiated game.
Yeah,
only
you're
2
right,
fouls.
Joe. There's only 2 fouls,
Right.
and that's really important. Nobody's in foul trouble. No bonus situation imminent.
All right, Eagles on the man-to-man. Buckley on Bruns.
See, that's what I want to see. No matter where he goes, he's got it. He knows, and he will know he's got to deal with Buckley, who's
Right.
vertical and tough.
They're about evenly matched size-wise. Both go about 6'4". All right, Buckley with a rebound.
See? And then he'll start thinking.
Come the
24 will start thinking about those shots.
Witter on a drive.
Now help him out. Help him out.
Nice play.
That's a
nice play.
nice play.
Anthony-
Nice inside. Good effort. No backboard, but nice effort.
Anthony Johnson off the bench with his 4th point. Try to make it a 3-point play. Only a sophomore.
To compliment Coach Evans on this and Binky and his staff, the fact is that they've made a couple personnel changes real quick.
Yes.
And they've adjusted to what they like or don't like with Upper Dublin.
All right, Eagles up 3, 21-18. There's Andy Spiker back to Strauss.
See how quick they're moving the ball, Joe?
Yes.
There's a lot of player movement, as you pointed out earlier, a lot of ball movement.
Nice crisp passing. Everybody moving. Jump shot was halfway down the cylinder. It spilled out. Here come the Eagles. Bounce pass to Kenny Witter. Arthur with a short jump shot. It rattles off the rim. Here come the Cardinals. Long pass.
On the Norristown's plus side, Joe, they have really demonstrated over and over unselfish. There were 3 good looks there. Any one of those 3 could have taken a shot, and they're each looking to give it up to their teammates. I love it.
That's nice to see. It really is.
I think Willis is hurting. Like his arm or something.
They're working so well together. They have Willis on the wing. Here's Anthony Anderson. Willis.
Willis shouldn't have been out there. He should have been closer to the basket before that pass.
Floater spilled out. Rebound Spiker. Nice shot, number 15. That's Brandon Gregg. Cardinals down a point. Here come the Eagles. Johnny Calabretta from the right wing. Long with the jump shot. Rebound Strauss. They look to run. Norristown with a 3-guard offense, Bob. They have Arthur, Calabretta, and Willis in there.
Yeah, and you know what's a little surprising to me, Upper Dublin is pushing the ball up the court on us and putting a lot of pressure on us to get back on a defensive break. That's not what Coach Evans thought would happen in the pregame commentary.
Double dribble.
Yes, yes.
Brady hawked by Calabretta. It looks like for 5 seconds. Almost a 5-second violation. Rebound Gardner leads a break.
He is so quick.
Yeah.
So quick. You thought he was going to the middle and he took the side. Beautiful play,
and
Willis.
still beat the man to the basket.
Unbelievable.
All right, Here's a steal by Buckley. Here comes Gardner on the break.
Now he forced that. He forced that.
Yeah.
He tried to rerun what he just had, but there were two players there. He beat the one, didn't get the second.
Nice defensive play by the Cardinals.
Doviak back into the game.
All right, here's Doviak back into the game.
Witter back into the game.
Kenny Witter back into the game for the Eagles. Out goes Calabretta. Here's Anthony Johnson. Oh, nice play. Reverse layup.
Yeah, it was smooth and thin. He's thin, he's so quick, just slid through.
Eagles still in a man-to-man. Bruns is out of the game. Here's a rebound. Mike Buckley is fourth of the game.
Again.
Yeah, it's fourth of the game. He's starting to heat up. Here's Buckley inside. And the basket.
Count the basket.
Yeah,
Yes.
they count the basket. With regard to a play like that, how much room does the defensive man have to give the offensive player in order to avoid a block?
When a player was in the paint like that, space-wise, you're talking about a couple feet. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yes.
Well, the defensive player has to have the position, does not have to give space. He has to be in that position. He's allowed to go straight up in a vertical plane. That's it. He can't reach for the ball. He can't extend his arms. He has to go straight up. Now, I just questioned you, was the basket good? Because I wasn't sure if the official was going to count that basket. He definitely had blocked, but I wasn't sure whether he got the shot off prior to. It was a continuation. But he had established his position, I thought, but the official didn't think he got there in time.
Bob, we were talking in the before the game about the Eagles playing in the upcoming Triangle tournament. What, if anything, is the importance of Christmas tournament play? What's the advantage, and how can you use it to benefit the team?
Coaches, the head coach and assistant coaches are looking at the schedule, and they know most teams and who's tough and who isn't. So invariably, you will never say things to the players about what beyond the next game. You don't. As coaches, you do. But you also know that certain opponents are not as strong, and therefore you look to do certain things that may set the table for what you're going to have to do, for example, against the PW or Downtown West the following week. Now, in this kind of game, you may not be able to do that because Upper Dublin is so well coached and so disciplined, you may not be able to stretch the bench as much or do as much as you'd like to do. Now, in the next two games, you may be able to do that and start preparing your team for PW and Downtown West. I do think, Joe, this game is going to start to extend. Notoriously, the last couple of games, we've started a little slow.
Yes, we have.
And we've made the adjustments. Now, it's an 8-point game, and it could be 12 or 14 before we reach the half.
Unfortunately, we will not be broadcasting the Triangle tournament. We'd love to do it, but with school out, it just can't be done. Here's Doviak inside.
I want to point out something to you, Joe. Number 24 is out of the game for Upper Dublin. Has not been a factor since the first quarter where he had his 8 or 10. And I said to you, and Buckley forced him on the bench, I think, because he took him out of his game. He missed 2 shots. And I said I was concerned about the ease he was getting good shots. That changed. Coach made the adjustment. He didn't get them, and he's now on the bench, and that took away their inside score. It's 28-21 now.
Absolutely correct. And credit Mike Buckley. Another tough rebound. He was well above the rim on that one. What's your term, Bob? Verticality, right? Verticality. Here's Kenny Witter. Turnaround jump shot. Follow up, Mike Buckley.
Buckley on the rebound.
right, here's Seamus Brady. Almost threw it away.
Yeah, good hands.
Yep,
Good hands.
that was a nice play.
That bounce pass is trouble.
Here's Strauss, throws up a shot. Bingo.
You know, that shouldn't happen. 2 players there, and he just skirted around it. Should not happen.
Much bigger players too, Bob.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know,
he was in among the trees.
That's a little irritating because Norristown had just opened up a 9-point lead, and he gave up an easy bucket, one that shouldn't have happened. Now it's back down to 7. So with 2:31 to go in the first half, that changed. That basket changed things again. We need a bucket here. Get it back up to 9.
There's a floater. Shooter's roll. Willis Gardner with a floater. Lead is up to 9. Just ripped away by Kenny Witter. Nice pass. Great play, Kenny Witter.
Well, it's where you're giving the ball. You're not getting it to the middle.
He just ripped it away from the Upper Dublin player. Here's a pass inside. He walked, number 15. And he was intimidated by
He saw
Johnson.
it. Now, you see what we have on the clock. It's 1:59. It's an 11-point game. And Upper Dublin is struggling right now.
Yeah.
They're feeling the pressure.
Tom P. back into the game.
Coach Evan and staff, they have made the adjustments.
Yes,
they
he
changed the lineup several times.
Here's Anthony Johnson, a sophomore, the spindly sophomore. Too much dribbling, Bob?
Too much dribbling. He went to the corner, and that's... Oh. Okay.
All right, it'll be white ball. They reversed their call. They got it right.
See, I like that, though.
That's right.
What, get it right. Get it right. Make the decision. If you know it's right, correct it.
Yeah, Stan Brown was right on the money there. He stepped in, overruled his partner, had a better view. All right, Arthur throws the ball away. Oh. Here come the Eagles. 4 on 1.
You need 3 here. Now, if he was taking a shot on that, he needs a serious talking to. Because I thought he was taking a shot on that. You had a 4 on 1. You need to give that up.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to get a talking to. I'm not sure because he's hurt or because he blew the play.
I think a combination of both. I mean, 4 on 1. That's got to be an automatic
basket.
basket.
Joe, you have to score 2 or 3 here. You got a mismatch on the size. You need to score 2 or 3.
And number 13 into the game is Andrew Tersey.
That's a player I'd go after.
With a hairstyle out of the 1960s.
And we can relate to that, Joe.
That is correct.
Now, he's a player I would go after. He just came on the court. He's the 8th or 9th player on the bench. Go after him. Double him. There you go.
There it is,
there you go. He's made 2 passes. 2 of them have been tipped.
They threw it away. Witter.
On both of those shots, Joe, did you notice how we did not go up strong?
Yep.
We just turned our body and went up. We didn't square up.
All right, here's Tersey, pulls it out. A minute left. All right, Kenny Witter with a reach.
Yeah, here's Coach has to be thinking. Coach Evans has his head down. You had him in a trap area. He's almost turned the ball over twice consecutively.
Right.
Could have been in the third. Why would you reach? Rick Pitino's thing is fouling the Gates hustle. Absolutely do not foul. Quickness in, quickness out of your trap, but you don't reach.
Rebound Buckley is 6th of the game. Oh, tough rebound Buckley off a Gardner miss.
Now, 40 seconds left, Joe. It's 11-point spread. We've kind of slopped around the last couple
Little
possessions.
bit, yes, indeed.
Maybe pull it out and get it, or look for the quick score press and see if you can get another score.
Anderson into the game for Norristown.
All right, number 32, Brandon Anderson in for Willis Gardner. His first breather. Tom P. off with a jump shot.
I don't think Tom was ready for that.
I think you're right.
It was a good look. I don't think he was quite looking for it. He was set after he caught it. I don't think he was prepped to get the ball.
You know who's not who is not on the bench and has not played? Jamal Blackwell.
Well, you're right. I don't know what's going on there. I think we'll find out by halftime or after half.
We'll find out. We'll try to anyway. 25 seconds left to play in the first half. Eagles up by 11.
See where he gave up the dribble though, Joe? He's in trouble. See, he may have lucked out if someone reached.
Yeah, Doviak reached. You're right.
And
He was a dead duck.
Foul on Doviak.
And Doviak, as you say, what was that?
fouling the Gates hustle. Now pull it out, pull it out. You're down to 15 seconds. Pull it out.
There's Buckley. Nice turnaround jump shot. Mike Buckley.
Don't give up an easy shot. Don't give up an easy shot.
All right, that's the end of the first half with the Eagles with a solid 13-point lead, 36-23.
Now take a look at this, Joe. They had 18 at the quarter, and I said to you, that's almost an 80-point game. You see what they have? Norristown gave up 5 points. 5 points in the second quarter. It's a 23 game. Norristown is back up 36-23. So from 19-18 to 36-23 because they played defense at the other end of the court. They took a better control of the ball.
Yep. And
24 was a non-factor in the second quarter.
And he was a non-factor thanks to the defensive play of Buckley. As you said, he took him right out of his game. He spent the second quarter on the bench, did Bruns, and during that second quarter, the Norristown offense came to life, and they're back in sync. It seems they're back in sync.
The early pressure seemed to bother Norristown because Upper Dublin was so aggressive in the passing lanes, and on the penetration, they were there to help side. But Mike made the adjustments with players. He substituted 2 players. He took Tom out, Gianni out, and made substitutions. And the player, one of those guys that came in, Brown, I think it was, right, came in and scored 4 points, 6 points. So he made a quick adjustment there, and that was really important. And 24 just not being a factor. But I love what's happened here. 5-point second quarter is awesome.
Yes.
For Norristown.
Also, Mike is going deep into the bench. I mean, he's playing 8, 9, 10 players. And that's so important, not only for the rest of the season, but for the future of the program.
Right. What I said to you prior to the game we started to get into a couple minutes ago is that as a coach, you can't help but think that you can start weaving some things in with 2 tough games coming down the line. And invariably, he might be able to do more of that in the third and fourth quarter. We know he's stretching his bench. He's been doing that all season. But you might be able to use different looks defensively.
Yes.
Different presses, different spots on the presses, and try different things offensively. If the score's tight, you're going to probably be conservative. You're going to do what you're comfortable with because winning that game is most important. But if this game stretches out, Mike invariably will start trying to do different things.